Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and after kind of taking some time to try to recover from some mental health problems I've been having, I am back with a new start to the, well, not new start, but start to the next element of the Arcana Spotlight series of Basic Arcanas, which means today we're looking at Volt Disc. Now, the reason why I'm using a build that seems like it's just all about trying to make Volt Disc better is because by itself it's, in my opinion, not so great. Granted, it's better than some of the basics out there, but it's very underwhelming. So what I will do is, to show you the base damage of the skill, I am going to take off the Gloves of Gambit. So when not hitting for critical, this has a damage output of 9 at base. Obviously 15 on critical hit with this robe, but it would be closer to 12 or 13 with any other robe. And every time you hit something, it creates those little bursts of electricity. Those can hit other enemies, but as you can see, it's in very limited range. The enemies have to basically be overlapping for those extra bursts of electricity to hit. And without the evening gloves, you can't just hold down the button. You have to rapidly mash the button. So hopefully that goes a little way to explaining why I'm using what I'm using. So now I'm going to put back on the Gloves of Gambit. So as you can see, everything is kind of based around essentially being able to be boosted by projectile bonuses. I think the best place to start, I mean, it honestly barely matters, but I think I'm going to start with the twins, because I don't have an Earth-based Arcana, and just getting them out of the way will make things a lot smoother for later. No, not the Chilling Dungeons. There we go. So this entire run is going to be based around trying to make this Arcana look as bad as it can possibly look, because Atlas is going to be enemy number 3, and, well, as we all know, he resists electricity, because of course, I mean, they don't call them ground wires for nothing, you know. So the obvious positives for an Arcana like Volt Disc is that it's got pretty decent range for a basic. Now, the range is unfortunately outshined by Bouncing Blaze, and its crowd control abilities, even after being upgraded, are also outshined by Bouncing Blaze. So basically, Volt Disc is for if you specifically want an electric projectile basic. Because everything it does, aside from its damage type, is already outshone by something else. I'll probably want the Wallet of Splendor, to be honest. Everything else is just kinda eh, with the exception of the Paranamasikon, but you know, Wallet of Splendor opens up possibilities, so we're taking that. Kind of feel a little silly for taking the Wallet of Splendor now that we're going to have an item that gives us more money. But I stand by my decision because the Wallet of Splendor will probably help out quite a bit in the early game. Oh, portals. God, how do those even work? We'll beam you back, sir. Forget it! Forget it! No more beaming! This time I'm gonna walk. And, oh, there we go. That's beautiful. There's so much there that I want. I suck. I suck even more. Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to be able to upgrade Volt Disc, and we're also going to be able to upgrade Flame Fusion. So the question becomes, do I spend the extra money on Violent Thornstorm? Now, my thought process on that is, well, I didn't take the Wallet of Splendor for nothing, so I will take it. I'm not really interested in anything else there. Now, part of the problem with how Volt Disc works is that the ricochet effect doesn't seem to regularly target things properly. So as I'm sure you can guess, that means that I find this Arcana to be somewhat unreliable and inconsistent. Now, all of those things having been said, it does do an okay amount of damage for a basic, and it has okay crowd control. It's just that both of those factors are done better by other Arcana. I mean, even just within its own element, you're going to get better crowd control out of Bolt Rail and Radiant Blast. And you're gonna... and both of those also have opportunities for more damage. And Sparking Touch, or, you know, what I just call it Shocking Grasp, is fast and really works well for those, like, close range, like, dark katana, like, monk builds. Like, and that's kind of part of the reason why I started with Volt Disc right off the bat, is because of the electric basics, it is kind of the worst one. And like I said, that doesn't make it not worth using. It is basically just what one would call a B+ or a C student. Obviously passable, but I mean, you can do better, is kind of what I'm getting at. Here we go. And I see the bubbles there. I'm definitely going to want those. Okay, I'm actually now rather upset. Also, I'm not... So long as I'm making the Bouncing Blaze comparison, doesn't Bouncing Blaze have a base damage of like 11 or 12? Like, I'm just not entirely certain why you would take Volt Disc over Bouncing Blaze. But don't get me wrong, the Ricochet effect is nice. It really is. So I'm not trying to like downplay that. I just think that's... I just think that you can do better. Alright, so we still have to find Seville since we have that token. Now, of course, this is an Arcana. This is a Basic Arcana Spotlight, so I'm not going to change my Arcana. Smooth. So that's a nice little boost to our critical hit rate and critical damage. And love it. Now let's go get ourselves the... Oh, hey. Didn't even realize that was Frost. That was Frost Feint. So we'll go ahead and take the bubbles. There we go. And I hate to be so negative about the Arcana, but there's a reason why you don't see me using Volt Disc very often. Now, some of you out there might have found decent uses for Volt Disc, and if you have, by all means, let me know, because I'm a little confused why I would take this over a lot of other Arcana. Oh, that was not good. Wasted my signature. There we go. I'm assuming that's Flame Breath. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice. It counts as melee, though, so for, your Dark Katana runs, you've got yourself a very good melee option. Now, when it comes to projectile basics, you do have a good number of other options. The aforementioned Bouncing Blaze, which by now I've only mentioned about 7,000 times, which, I don't know, is that too many or too few times? Maybe I need to mention it like a dozen more times to really get the point across that I think that that's definitely the superior option. But, I mean, there's also Stone Shot, there's... Let's see. Perforating Jet is also a projectile basic. Obviously, Chaos Orbs, like I forget what they're called. Chaos Crusher. That is also very much a projectile basic. What's funny is that also counts as a melee basic. Like I think it actually counts as both. Like, I forget what specifically all of the projectile basics are, but the ones that I use most often are Bouncing Blaze and Stone Shot. Oh, hey, cool, I got it as a freebie. God damn it. Wrong button. Let's see, so in fire. So Fiery Yo-Yo and Bouncing Blaze are fire projectiles. And I also very much like Fiery Yo-Yo, like this. Just no doubt in my mind on the efficacy of that one. In water, there's, I'm not sure if Aqua Arc counts as projectile or not. Okay, hold on. I keep thinking that L is Bouncing Bubble, so I'm gonna switch it. There we go. Actually, I'm quite happy with that. This is gonna be the most helpful Iris has been in a long time. Alright, so like I said, Volt Disc is the lightning element's only projectile arcana. But there are others that hit at okay range. Like Volt Rail has less range and less base damage while doing everything else better. I'm definitely thinking about Mercenary's Dagger, but let me wait and see what's available here. Well, I mean, with this Arcana, so that's another thing to think about with Basic Arcana is how well will Sidewinder's Badge work. Now, because this only does essentially one hit at a time, Sidewinder's Badge is not going to be much of an add-on. Like, it would be very different if I had Perforating Jet or Bolt Rail, but as is, like with this Arcana, you definitely don't want that. And yes, I am going to take Mercenary's Dagger. Because with the Hand of Midas, I should be making a lot of extra money, and that should definitely help. That was not smart of me. The one downside is that by taking Hand of Midas, or not Hand of Midas, but Mercenary's Dagger as early as I did, I have to be a little bit more careful with how I use my funds. But also everything else will be doing much more damage, so it'll be a lot easier to manage things. Wait, is it 20%? 25%? That's actually better. Better than I gave her credit for. I mean, you pick it up, but I'm having a hard time thinking it's going to be very useful. I'm also just now realizing that each bubble is costing 3 coins. It makes me wonder how well I'm doing with Okay, I might have made a mistake. But I mean, you're also never going to hear me admit it. But you just did, shut up. So we're gonna move on as if I didn't know anything about that. That only costs 3 no matter what, though. Which means we could definitely use a nice little treasure boost. And we're still on a net gain for coin, but not a big net gain. Like, not enough so that I feel comfortable spending a bunch of money on that. Now see, like that, why did it bounce so far to hit that guy, but it's not doing the same thing for those guys? Like, I'm really just overall bothered by the inconsistency of Volt Disc ricochet properties. Maybe someone else knows how they work a little bit better, but me personally, I'm just really confused. There we go. So, money supply situation isn't looking bad. Just isn't looking good enough that I feel comfortable buying the heavy travel jacket is the question. I think I'm just going to try to go without. Keep saving up your money. You know, guy in the sparkly yellow raincoat. There we go. As much as I like spark contact, we're not changing. Besides, we've got a projectile-based run. I'm gonna stick with it, by George. Though this is one of the worst places to stick with a projectile-based run because of the Earth Knights and their mirror shielding. But also remember, they can't bounce back a basic, even if it is projectile, so use that to your advantage. Smooth. Die already, thank you. So as far as Metroid Dread is concerned, I know that came out of nowhere, but I am still working my way through the game on my primary file so that I know better what I'm doing for the file that I'm running to play the game on the channel. But I mean, that wasn't the primary reason for me to start up that file. The primary reason for me to start up that file was so I could play the game. And I'm very happy with the game, actually. I'm super stoked that it came out. This is one of those things that was supposed to come out a while ago, but, you know, for whatever reason or another, it got canceled even way back in, like, what was it, like 2005? So to see the project get revived, and not only get revived, but be doing as well as it is, it's a real treat. Owie. Well, here goes getting ruined. Okay, thanks. That was awesome. Hello, Nocturne. See, you're gonna take Flame Fusion. I don't want you to take Flame Fusion. If anything, I'll buy a throwaway to give you, but I really don't think I need to do that at this time, so bye-bye. I don't know how that worked out, but somehow it did. Whatever, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's one of the strangest idioms that's out there. The questions I have about it are, one, what the fuck is a gift horse? Is it like a Clydesdale, except for wrapped up in, you know, birthday present wrapping paper? Like, what the hell is a gift horse? I know someone else would be like, Dark Sage, you're taking that way too seriously. Like, but should I not? I mean, it's just asking for an explanation of the term. I don't think that... Okay, thanks, game. That was wonderful. Okay. Oh. Well, don't mind if I do. God, 454 damage. It does not make me feel overly comfortable about the rest of this run. Especially since all I've been finding is damage upgrades and not necessarily critical hit upgrades. But I suppose what else should I be expecting? So if I really wanted to go critical hit, I suppose I could have taken the Chaos Visor. know what it's time for. I get the unicorn outfit so frequently, I'm wondering if maybe someone shouldn't make a mod for me that's like, you just start with this item, you're gonna get it anyway. Of course, wait a minute, I'm a thunder-wielding unicorn. Kieran. Monster Hunter fam, where you at? You know what I'm talking about? Ah, Atlas, your moves are the worst. That was not smart of me. I don't know why I changed directions there at the last minute. Will you go away? Thank you. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, I am in grave danger. Because, of course, why wouldn't I be on Atlas's floor? And that having been said, that room is also one of the danger rooms. That's one of those rooms where unless you're already perfectly poised for what's coming up, you're going to take some damage, especially with level 3 Earth Mooks. And they can counter your moves, and they can be invincible, and... Okay, I don't even care where Iris is, let's just get this over with. Alright, I am in big trouble. God, 500 damage. I'm just doing worse and worse. What the hell? Okay, I'm just getting hit by fucking everything. Yep, okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna blame all of this on just Atlas or just Volt Disc. But let this be a sign. Volt Disc is just plain awful. Like, I was gonna say that, you know, it's not as bad as some basics, but it's pretty bad. But I'm also not exactly in the best mindset for playing Wizard of Legend right now, so, also make of that what you will. Maybe I'm just, the ultimate weakling, but whatever you guys decide, let me know in the comments, let me know what you think I should have done. Where did this artwork come from? Hang on, do we have other title screens? These are all the ones I know about. Whoa! Wizards playing cards! And a jukebox! Oh my goodness. Hold on, that's my new favorite title screen. Alright, there you go. More title screens. Go look for them, everybody. But I'm gonna go get some rest. Maybe tomorrow I'll be doing better, and hopefully tomorrow will be our next Wizard of Metal episode, which, for those of you who haven't decoded how I do my messages on Discord, it's going to be Awakening by Unleash the Archers, which will hopefully be nice and exciting. And yeah, that's about all I've got, so I'm gonna go try to make myself feel better. Maybe it'll lead to better play, or who knows, maybe I just always sucked and didn't know it. But again, thank you for the support, thank you for continuing to watch, make sure you share my stuff with other people. Let's grow this channel so that we can make it even bigger and better. And I will catch you guys in the next one. My name is Darksafe Walker, and I will be seeing you